Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're hopping into another live comm. This time we're hopping on board with Dylan ENVOY from Chicago Huntsmen. They're playing PRESTINNI and the Florida Mutineers. So let's go ahead and let's hop into this one. The first hill is already completed. It has transferred to the second hill on Hackney Yard. So if you've ever played this map, you want to be spawning in the back. So it looks like right now Gunless is in hill. Chicago does have control of spawns. So they're back here. They just died in hill, but that shouldn't end up costing them the hill unless they're being pushed out at the moment. Let's see. Gunless looks like he already transferred. So they did spawn out. So in order to completely max out that hill, you have to stay in that back corner. So they gave it up. It's not the biggest of deals, but as it transfers to the third hard point, which is kind of right in the middle underneath this tarp right there where ENVOY was kind of looking at, it's kind of hard to go on board with these SMGs. So ENVOY, Seth, Gunless, it's a little bit harder to diagnose what's happening in a match when you're looking at these point of views, just because they play so fast and everything's so frantic. But essentially what Dylan's trying to do is they're just trying to hold down this back spawn so that as it goes to the third hard point, they have spawns for it. It looks like they're in it right now. Score is 49-52, so it's relatively close. What ENVOY's doing right now is he's trying to push out into cuts. So rather than just stay back behind that third hard point, if he pushes up into cuts like he's doing right now, that allows him to get these two pieces. So that's the whole point of pushing out, is that one, you're being unpredictable, and two, you're able to lock down the most amount of points by doing things such as this. 25 seconds left on the current hard point. The fourth hard point is right underneath where Dylan's at right now. So I assume he's just trying to get control of green. It's bottom green for the fourth hard point. The other thing that you want to focus on if you are Chicago right now is you don't want to give up those back spawns. So I'm not sure. Again, this is the problem with following ENVOY, is that you can't really tell all of what's happening. It does look like Florida pushed out that back spawn. Florida has control of that hard point, and they're kind of in that back yellow area. So it'll be interesting to see how this happens. Big loss there in hill for Dylan. They are going to clean it up. Looks like Arcides was in hill there. So where Dylan just spawned right now, this is not where you want to be. You want to be on the other side of the map so that as it goes to the fifth hard point, that's the biggest. So the second and the fifth hard point on this map are the biggest in terms of locking down points. So right now he's just trying to control mid. They are trying to push out yellow, it looks like, but he's just not. They're not doing a great job. They can't really get through. They're throwing smoke so that they can hit this cross without dying, but it doesn't look good in terms of getting control of spawns that are in back yellow for that fifth hard point. 20 seconds left. At this point in time, they're even having a hard time getting through this cut. So Florida is top AC, where Dylan just threw that nade. So they're having a time getting across. They can't get out the middle either. Dylan tried to rush through the middle to push out that spawn, and this is just this is not what you want to see as you go from the fourth hard point to the fifth hard point. Now, luckily, they do have about a 45-point lead, so it's not going to be the end of them. If they were down 45 points, this could be pretty bad, because down 45 points, giving up 60 points on this fifth hard point could be all bad. But it looks like after this, they'll probably have a deficit, but it won't be the end of the world. Man, they're struggling a little bit here. It looks like Frosty for Florida is pushed out a little bit into the cuts, like how Dylan was on that third hard point. So they are able to get this. It doesn't look like they have spawns yet, which is why. So what Dylan was doing right there is he was trying to push out yellow so that they could get spawns for that back right corner. Looks like they have them now. So when he came off spawns, he is here. However, there's only 18 seconds left. So with 18 seconds left, now you got to start thinking about transferring back to the other side, because as it goes through the first hard point, which is in that side warehouse building, the second hard point is on the opposite side, and that's the rotation that you want to have for spawns as it goes towards that second building. Dylan's kind of losing some clutch gun battles here. This is the very first time that I've followed his stream, so by all means, make sure you follow him, give him a like. Go follow him on Twitch, as well as Scump and Formal and everybody else from Chicago that streams. Also, if you look at the camera for Dylan, he's in the hex quarters, so they must all be together down there. I haven't really seen much in terms of vlogs from hex or anything like that, but it does look like most of them are down there in Texas with hex. So as we get ready to rotate here, that's what Dylan is doing. Dylan's trying to push out this back spawn so that as it rotates to that second headquarters, they have spawns, but he is going to go down there. I couldn't see. So his stream's a little bit blurry. I can't tell exactly who I'm watching and who's killing who. again, that's the good thing about Formal. Formal stream is the best that I've found in terms of recording and following along and doing videos. But they're going to get the last 7 seconds here. They are going to have a 20-point lead. But remember, it was about 45. Now it's going to be down to about 30 by the time this is over. So not having spawns for that 5th and the 2nd hard point are hurting them. It just hasn't been catastrophic yet for them. I will say, this is only the 2nd or 3rd time that I've watched Florida, and they are doing a great job of getting into the cuts. So you'll notice that whenever Chicago tries to get close, they are going down in the cuts. So let's see. This is usually about the time in my pre-recorded videos that I let you guys get a listen in. So with that, let me step back for a second. Let me turn up the volume on this and give you guys a listen in to their communication as we go towards the 3rd hard point.
Top left or back left, back left.
So you have green cross?
Yeah, I do.
Nope.
I do now.
I'm helping you first.
Sky's on fire. Sky's on fire. You get my first.
One first, dead.
You're dead on top.
Fire, Caesar, dead. Mid-hop, mid-AC, one track.
Yeah, and top cat. There's 2 first.
Just real quick, as it transfers into 3rd hill, it's really important to get control of top L and bottom L, which is why you see them rushing into warehouse here.
Another one first. Top AC, top AC.
Look at top AC.
We're hitting first. They're hitting first.
Chances first, dude. Your top AC
Right now.
I got one. Another one first.
One middle, weak. Go on top L, go on top L.
Top L dead.
Oh, one more first. Bottom L. Chance.
Nice couple kills there. There's one left, however.
I needed bottom L.
Got me. To their mid. To their mid.
Just stay dead on top.
Yo, top green, top green. I'm bottom L.
Whoever wins this struggle over here, top L and bottom L, is going to end up winning this game. So it's important for them to keep control of warehouse side over here.
I got one mid crates, top L.
Got him one bullet above hill.
I'm backing up.
One pushing out, 2 chance dead.
2 on, yo, on the wall hop dead. 1 on time. And top L, 2 top L.
One bullet died.
You got me. Caesar's wall. Yeah, Mox is mid, man.
He's hurt it, old.
They're pushing through right.
Yeah, one hitting through right now.
Wall chance.
Smoking this?
There's 3.
Give me pit. Yeah, wall got me, bro.
One close under you right there.
All right, so I'm going to go ahead and hop back on board with you. Dylan's trying to be a pest in Hardpoint. He is trying to contest some of this so that they don't give up all of this points. But the key to this map is whoever holds down this back spawn. Because if you hold down this back spawn, you're going to be in position for the rest of this map. They do have to push a little bit there just because if they didn't, Florida could have won off that last hill. So they are trying to contest just a little bit. Dylan's being a pest. That's kind of his role, is just being a pest in hill. So at this point in time, they need to back up. They have to hold down that back spawn. As you saw right there, they just got that fire spawn there. So they are still spawning back at that 2nd hard point, which is good for Chicago. It's bad for Florida. 9 seconds left. They have spawns. Looks like Dylan's going to try to hold down cuts. If I was him, I would just watch middle, watch bottom L, make sure they don't give up these cuts. I think that's what he's going to do, is just try to kill people as they go through cuts. So, again, that's a solid cut there. If you give that up, you're basically giving them a lane towards that back yellow spawn. So, super important that they hold this down. He did recover, got a kill there. It looks good. So, Arcides and Envoy are both over here. You're seeing the kills come in. So, man, I can't wait to watch this stuff on land because this is where the intensity really ratchets up. But what's the score? I can't see. 234, 233. They're hanging on. Dylan just spawned out. There's 26 seconds left, so they do have to push this because whoever gets control can win off this hill. It looks like they died in hill and they're spawning out. This is bad for Chicago. I don't see them coming back from this. So it is what it is. Sometimes you just give up kills in that back spawn, and that'll be the end of this one, unless they can make a miracle happen. There's 7 seconds left. They do have to contest. Oh, that was clutch. So it's going to go back to the warehouse spawn, and Chicago has control. They needed... Oh, and they lost. Dang. I don't know. Man, I wish I had Formal's point of view there. I don't know what happened at the end. I don't know. They were in warehouse. Somebody got a 2-piece. I can't even tell who I'm watching. This is so crazy. So Frosty got a 3-piece, it looks like. Man, it looked like when Dylan was in hill, they had control of it. But he did drop 30, so he slayed out. They just didn't control spawns down the stretch there. So another live comm in the books. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you're new around here, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I can't wait to do this when the CDL maps release. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and with that, I will catch you in the next one. We'll see you.